Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about your subconscious and how it's the womb of creation. And let's go ahead and start. Okay, so your subconscious is not just a passive part of the mind. It's much more. And it's the very womb of all creation where everything comes and begins. It's where your reality actually takes shape. It's where all ideas are born, nurtured. Ultimately, it is what gives everything the form of your life. And it's actually more than just a mental space. It's the birthplace of all your lived experiences. So when I say this, I mean that every thought, feeling, and emotion that you have takes shape in your subconscious. That's why I talk a lot about being stable and how important being stable is to your life. If you're unstable and you allow circumstances to rule your life, like your car breaks down, let's say, and it messes you up for 1 week, and you have a lot of emotional breakdowns, that goes into your subconscious. And it does take shape. So once your subconscious is impressed with your thoughts and your feelings, it begins a powerful work, and it starts shaping all your world. That's, your inner state, but it also will start to shape your outer world as well. And it becomes a mirror. And look at it as an internal landscape. And all that will be manifesting are your emotions, like I said, your beliefs and expectations of that reality, whatever that is that you're looking to do. And this is why our inner world is so important, being stable, having a positive outlook. And that directly influences your outer world. So, however, this is one thing to think about. Your thoughts alone aren't enough to activate the creative force. It's not. So this is something that some people don't talk about, but I'm going to talk about it. And one of the things is this: the subconscious doesn't respond to the thoughts that lack emotion. Your emotion, and you drive your emotion through your heart, which has a brain. And that's where all good, if you're thinking right, that's where all the good comes from, is your emotion. Without that energy, your feelings, those thoughts, they don't affect the any change to the subconscious. So you have to have that driving emotion behind those feelings, behind whatever that is that you want to born, and that's where the real change takes place. And it is the emotional charge, the fuel to giving all those desires, the momentum to materialize. But there is one thing that a lot of people, many overlook, and that is faith. And this, to me, is the key. This is everything. This is how I materialize, is through my faith. And it's certainty. It's so important. It's a knowing that what you desire, okay, is already happened, okay? It's an element of power, the faith is, that I believe it unlocks all potential in the subconscious, and it affects the space and time. And when people say, it takes a while to manifest, that's just not true. I mean, okay, if you believe that, then that's going to happen to you. But I mean, you can have the faith, and you can command your subconscious, and it can happen that day. The thing is it's not just about feeling. It's about the knowing. It's about knowing what your desire is, that desire is already on the way, and it's already happened. Many people talk about this. Successful people talk about it. So without that unwavering faith, even the smallest doubt can completely upset the process. And you have to know that. If you have the slightest doubt, and the subconscious operates on certainty. Most of my book, in my book that I'm writing, I'm talking a lot about certainty, how effective it is, and how faith plays a huge part. People always, I have so much faith. I go to, church every Sunday. But then during the week, if you have any friends or family, they're, they don't have any faith. You just start to have an open dialogue, and you can see that they lack faith. And that's what you have to work on. So if there's any lingering of doubt, it cannot deliver the results you're seeking. Okay? And faith is what sustains the creative energy. It is. And it's like planting a seed and knowing with certainty that it's going to grow. You're not going to dig it up and see if the seed is still there. You're going to know that I planted this seed and it's going to grow. And you let go of it. And you see it flourish. So the moment that doubt creeps in, though, is the energy weakens and the manifestation process falters. So it's gone. And then that's when people say, but I pray and I have faith and I did everything, but they don't look that, you know what, when your car broke down, you became an unstable individual and you lost all faith. And then that goes to the subconscious and you end up, the process is a wash. So this is why so many fail to hold the vision long enough for it to come to fruition. And any external circumstances that you may have, or challenges even, work, family, can cause you to lose the faith and the certainty. And doing so, you lose that connection to the creation. So you have to start over. But you don't have to do that if you have that faith and the certainty. So here's the truth. This is what you do this is what you tell your subconscious. You're the commander. This is how it is. That's what you say to your subconscious. You speak to it like that. This is how it is. And it has a choice but it only has a choice to respond. It will respond. And you say it. This is how it is. And the subconscious, it does not argue or resist. It doesn't. It doesn't have the thought where, it just, whatever you say in your inner world, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, it just obeys. That's all it's doing. And you're commanding it through those emotions and those feelings through the heart. Okay? Don't forget that. It's very important. So once you command with an unshakable certainty, your life begins to shift. And the moment you'll realize this and embody that truth, your life starts to change in ways you never thought possible. And it's incredible. It doesn't have You don't have to struggle with this. You just have to have the faith and the certainty. Okay? And the power is within you. And you're a creator. You are. You are a creator. And the subconscious is your tool for bringing the creation into being. So these were my final thoughts. This is what I wrote down. So remember that your subconscious mind is a canvas upon which your life is painted. And look at your thoughts, every feeling, every belief, every emotion holds that brushstroke into shaping your reality. But the truth really lies, and the magic lies, knowing that you are a creator and the artist of your life. So you hold the power to command your inner world with unwavering faith to create the life that you always dreamed of. So ask yourself this: what are you creating today? Are your thoughts aligned with your deepest desires? And are you holding that steadfast faith? And is it already done? Some people say, is it already unfolding? But I even think that it has a little doubt in it. So those are my final thoughts. And I'll see you at the next video. Thank you.